Hey everyone, Eugene Fedorovsky from EugeneFedorovsky.com. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. I hope you're crushing it in your network marketing business. And today, I have a somewhat of a simple question for you. What is leadership? Now, I read in one of the books, don't know which one, but the role of a leader is to make things as simple as possible for the team. And at first I found that odd, because to me, a leader is someone who's supposed to be practicing what they preach. A leader is supposed to be somebody inspirational. A leader is supposed to be someone who can get other people to do things. That's what I thought a leader was. But the more I thought about this thing about the leader making it as simple as possible for their team, the more I liked and embraced the idea. Because in network marketing, we tend to overcomplicate everything. So you as a leader, if you want to be a leader that is, need to figure out a way to make it as simple as possible for your team. So a few weeks ago, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks, I was in the Top Earner Club Mastermind, and one of the things that Larry and Taylor Thompson talked about was the basic principles. So let's take a sport. Take a sport like baseball, for example. Baseball has its own basic principles. Hit, run, pitch, and catch. Those are the basic principles. And the teams that are winners are the ones that focus on the basic principles and perform the best at them. That's what they constantly practice. In basketball, it's dribble, pass, and shoot. So concentrate on what is that core activity in your business that you need to get as simple as possible. Now, I'm going to tell you something that you probably may not want to hear, but prospecting is one of those. And we, as human beings, will always take the path of least resistance. So if the path of least resistance is putting out a blog post, or shooting a Facebook Live, or cleaning your desk, sharpening your pencil, getting ready to prospect, or to produce the money-making activities, if you really want this business to be as a business for you, you need to fight that urge and go back to the core principles. One of them is prospecting. And I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but you have to prospect if you want to grow your business. And that's another thing I learned at the mastermind, that even the most successful people, they hate prospecting, but they still do it, or did it at some point. So what's another core activity? I believe it is marketing. Because at some point, you will want to have people coming to you. So prospecting, which is reaching out to people, marketing, which is putting out value so people reach out to you. And at the bottom of it all, or I should say at the top of it all, the ever-encompassing goal in network marketing, the really, really, really simple thing is getting eyeballs on the presentation. And that's what it's all about. How many people do you have watching your presentation on a daily basis? That's it, plain and simple. So you as a leader, that's what you should be teaching your team, how to get more eyeballs on the presentation. And they may want to do it a different way than you do. They may want to prospect on Craigslist, or they may want to do Facebook ads, or they may want to contact professionals. And that's okay, because at the most foundational basic level, the most important activity is the one that will get the most eyeballs on the presentation. So drive that to your team. Make sure they are aware that that's the core activity, that the more eyeballs on the presentation they get, the better their business will be. Because it's all in statistics. The more people watch, the more people are likely to be open to it, the more people are likely to sign up and become a customer or a distributor. So I actually put this down on my desk, so this way I can make sure I remember to focus on the core daily activities. And that's one of the things that I put on my goals for this week. I broke it down into the things that I believe are necessary for my business to grow and for myself to grow. And then I'm going to make sure that every day I put a little X next to the activity to signify that I accomplished it. And quick story about putting X's. So Jerry Seinfeld, he's one of the highest and most paid comedians out there. And so at some point he was asked this question, Jerry, how did you ever become so big and so good at jokes? And he said, I have a calendar on my desk. And for the past, I believe it was 18 years or 20 years or whatever it was, every day I write jokes for 2 hours. And when I do that, I put an X through that day on the calendar, and I go for as many chains of X's as I can possibly have. So for 20 years, or whatever it was, Jerry has X's every single day for accomplishing activities, no matter what it is. So if you do that in your business for 20 straight years, doesn't even have to be 20 straight years, but you do a consistent activity as a leader and you show it to your team how to do it, you will succeed in this business. It's not a question of if, it's just a question of when. So I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like, comment, and share. There's a lot of people who think leadership is not what it really is, and this video could really help them focus on making it simple for their team. And if there's an idea that you want me to discuss at a future video, shoot me a message. I'll be more than happy to discuss it. Visit my website at www.eugenefedorovsky.com for more training like this, and I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.